relax and take notes from another African king. I broke on a Creole, make you know what I mean. Spit me flow, get me dough, make you know say I'm back.
Hello everyone, this is Celebrity Health Talk and my name is Fatmata Koroma. Today we have Bizo the Mayor. He is a Sierra Leonean music artist. He's here today to tell us about who he is, what he does in the music industry, and also he's going to tell us a little bit about what he does to maintain his health, stay fit, looking good, and his overall healthy living. So, hi Bizo, how are you?
Great, how you doing, Fatmata?
I'm fine. So why don't you first of all tell us about your real name, and I'm sure people know you maybe not as Bizo the Mayor, but they may know you as something else.
Okay.
Or your birth name.
Okay. My name is Edward Mohammed Kagbo. Nowadays people call me Bizo the Mayor, the Salon Mayor.
Okay, that's great. So how did you come about the name Bizo the Mayor?
Well, the name Bizo itself was given to me by a couple of friends a while ago. It started with E Bizo. E is the first letter of my first name. Mm-hmm. So they used to call me E Bizo. But then over some time, it just became Bizo for short. And the Mayor is really a title everybody used to call me back home because I'm always with the community, always organizing stuff, always trying to do stuff for the community, organizing the youth.
Okay.
So they started calling me the Mayor for that. So that's how Bizo the Mayor came to be.
Okay, so you've had this name for a pretty much long time.
Yes.
So while you were back home in Sierra Leone, they've been calling you Bizo the Mayor, or just the Mayor, or
just the Mayor.
Okay.
Puffy, that's my other name. A lot of people in the industry back home, if you talk about Puffy, then they know you're talking about me. But when you talk about Bizo, mostly people are over here. Mm-hmm. You talk about, they know me as Bizo.
Okay. So I understand that you have a new song. Is your album complete?
Well, the album is almost done. I just have one or two finishing touches to it. But I've been putting out a single every 2 months. I have 3 singles out right now that are just doing great. Okay. My first single is with Med Tutu, Father DMV, of course. What's up, Med Tutu? I have that. The Wifey song is doing great. The video is doing great.
Okay.
And also I did a song for the anniversary, the Saloma Unite song. That one is doing great too. Very positive song. But my latest single is the Big Man Party. Okay. And I'm sure everybody have seen that video. It's really big song, big video, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. So where do you plan to take it from here after you complete your album? What do you plan to do next?
Well, my album, I look at my album as a project that I'm not rushing with. I plan to launch it this year. I plan to have an album release party, a show for it. But my main goal now is more or less is promoting the songs and really making the impact that I think I can do for the industry. Okay. I feel that there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of artists coming out, and I want to really network with a lot of artists and help promote Sierra Leone music as a whole. Not only me as an artist, but other artists as a whole.
Okay. So who are some of your favorite artists that you have worked with, whether Sierra Leonean or different? Because I understand you kind of expand somewhat. You try to maybe not only use Sierra Leonean artists to do collabos with, but do you go outside the Sierra Leonean community and explore that? So what are the artists that you work with now other than Sierra Leoneans or Sierra Leoneans? Or in the future, who do you plan to be doing more work with?
Okay. I mean, the artists that I'm looking forward to work with, first of all, I'm looking forward to work with any artist from Sierra Leone. However, the ones that I've already done songs with, first of all, one is the Med Tutu. The second one is Mr. Jawise on the Saloma Unite song, and then of course Dalo Smoke. Those are the three ones that I've done with in the Sierra Leone community. However, I've done a couple of other songs with the new R&B sensation Shadabat Music. He's coming big from Congo. I did 2 songs with him, and those 2 are being played as we speak.
Okay, so Bizo, what do you do to maintain your health and also prepare for your shows? Also, your music videos. I know you have a lot of music videos. You've done 3 so far. I'm sure you're going to have more shows to come, more appearances. So what do you do to prepare for your shows, to maintain your health, as far as weight-wise, as far as grooming needs, things like that? What do you do? What are your secrets?
Okay, this is something really that is important to me, and I take very seriously. Coming back on the spotlight after being away for some time, doing these videos, my new videos, I was really worried about how I'm going to look. So the first thing I decided to do was I went out and I bought a gym machine. It's a total gym, and basically you can do more than 60 exercises on that. And I basically use it 3 days a week in the morning at 6 a.m. for an hour. And that's what I've been using really to keep in shape. But also, I try to use practical ways also to really keep fit. The first thing I do also, I like to take walks. And, living in America, we are so spoiled by transportation that, even to go to 7-Eleven, you have to drive to 7-Eleven. What I like to do is I like to walk. If I'm going to the grocery store, I'll walk, and I'll literally hold the groceries back home. And I do this like 2 or 3 times a week. So that too is a way that I really try to put my activeness into helping me stay fit. And also, the last thing I think that really summarizes everything is I have 2 kids. My kids are everything to me. I take them out to the park, I take them to the soccer field, and we run around, we have a good time. By the time I leave the soccer field, I don't have the workout for today. So pretty much I use little practical ways to really help me to get in shape.
Okay, that sounds good. So how about, that's great exercise, taking walks, and, instead of using a vehicle, maybe going down the street, going to the grocery store, spending time with your family. How about as far as eating? Is that, because is that your one thing you focus on, or you need help in, or is it something that you're strong in, or you have any special diet plans that you're on? Or even coming here to this show today, did you prepare for that?
Well, first of all, let me just remind you, I live in America.
Okay.
Okay, there's so much food here. And
I heard you were a good cook, so.
I can cook. Okay. Yeah. So with those 2 factors there, I'll let you know that right now, I'm not strong when it comes to the food part.
Okay.
I'm a bad person when it comes to the food, actually. I eat basically anything I can eat. Anything that is cooked, it tastes good for me, I will eat it. Okay. But I like to also put things in portion. So if you cook for me a big bowl of cassava leaves, I'll put it into 3 portions where I'll eat a little in the morning, a little in the afternoon, and eat the rest in the evening. So I eat everything, but I try to portion the way I eat. Okay. And one thing I'm weak at, and I like people to take that seriously, because it's probably one of the worst things we can do for our health, is to eat late. You see, I'm one of those.
Okay, so basically, stop for a second.
I don't remember.
Okay. So You can
No,
continue
oh, you
telling us
want me
about.
to continue?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's very important that we portion the food we eat. I'm very weak, so I eat everything, but I like to portion my food, and I think that's the way that helps me, with my intake. Also, I drink a lot of tea. Tea is very good for your system, for your immune system. So I try to drink at least a cup of tea in the morning, to really help me with my immune system, and that's really what I do.
Okay, that sounds good. So, I can't say that's not everybody's strongest points. I know it's very hard to discipline yourself when it comes to diet and eating plans, but at least you do recognize it and you try your best to do that. Um, I also want to talk about spiritually, stress wise. What do you do? 'Cause I know it's hard to, maintain a family and your career. So, what do you do to reduce the stress? Because that's also a health concern, and also it could be spiritually. It could be things for relaxation and stress. What do you do to minimize that, to maintain that, keep it healthy?
Well, first of all, I'm a very spiritual person. I go to church every Sunday. Sunday does not miss me in church, so that's the strength that I get, or that's where I get my strength from. My church, Praise International Church. If you're listening or you're watching, that's my church family. I go to church every week, and I get my strength from church. For mentally, I think it's the same because I'm a very faithful person, and I believe that true wisdom comes from God. So if there's anything that I'm dealing with, or any issue that I think I should know, I always seek God first.
Okay.
And when I seek God, He shows me what to do. So my spiritual for my spiritual life, I think spiritual health wise, it's just my faith in God and my church family, the support, and yeah, like I said, true wisdom comes from God, and there's nothing I cannot do if I ask Him.
Okay. All right, well, you've heard it here on Celebrity Health Talk. We have Bizo the Mayor, also known as Edward Cogbo. And we want to thank you, Bizo, for being here today and telling us about yourself and what you do to maintain your health. So definitely. Also, one question I wanted to tap into: what is the most important thing that you would like your fans to know? Like this, most important to you in concerning health. So what is that? We can basically leave on that note. You telling us that.
Wash your hands.
Okay.
Wash your hands every day. Wash your hands before you eat your meal. These are all little things, but if you do them, they help save lives. Wash your hands every day.
Yeah, that's interesting that he would say that because me being in the healthcare field, that's very stressed. Sanitation. You can cut down from a lot of risk of infections or different types of ailments if you definitely wash your hands because a lot of bugs are out there. So that was definitely good. Thank you for that, and thank you very much, Bizo, again for being with me and doing this interview. So again, stay tuned for another episode of Celebrity Health Talk. Thank you.
This program was brought to you by Front Page Studios.